Mr. Sock's World of Rock is brought to you in part by PPAC Gladstone Bank, Paulson Insulation, Energy Conservation Specialists, The Art of Music, a unique provider of collectibles, Marigolds, fresh every day, Mondo, eat, shop, play, Tito's Burritos and Wings, and World of Rock, music lessons and more.
Kids, it's Mr. Socks. Are you ready to rock? It's time to rock. Let's go! Bam! Hey kids! 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 Hey kids! Kids! Welcome to Mr. Sock's World of Rock. I'm Mr. Socks. Are you ready to rock? Well, I am. So sit back, relax, turn that volume up on the TV. Today's show is very exciting. It's about creativity, inspiration, and of course, having fun. Now, what is creativity? Creativity is actually making something that wasn't there before. It's using your brain. So let's have a good time on Mr. Sock's World of Rock. Let's go!
This is a G major scale. These are the notes in a G major scale. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G.
Kids, welcome back. Heavy Metal Stand, and we have a special guest right now. It's Jill the artist from Studio 297 in Madison. Jill, what's up?
Hey, how are you, Mr.
Awesome.
Socks? Thanks.
I'm doing great. Now, what is this piece of board right here? What is this?
This is my paint palette.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
What goes on it?
Our selection of colors of acrylic paint in separate piles here, and then laid onto the canvas with brushes or palette knives.
Okay, let's put some paint on that palette.
Okay.
Right, Heavy Metal Stand, let's see this in action. Now, Jill, while you're doing that, let me ask you a couple of questions.
Yes.
When did you start painting?
I started when I was young. I
Well-
can't even remember how long ago it was.
When you were young.
Yes.
And maybe smaller.
Yes, much smaller.
Oh, good, good. Okay.
I was a child.
And what inspires you when you are painting? Because we're talking about, creativity and inspiration. So what inspires you when you paint?
I am inspired by music.
Did you just say music?
I said music.
I can deliver that. What do you think? It's not heavy metal, but it's gonna have to do. So I guess when you're home, right, you have like your iPod on, and you're just jamming, and you're getting into mood, and you're gonna start painting.
Yes, I am.
Very cool.
I think today we'll make a small abstract painting with all the colors on our palette.
Quick question: what does abstract mean?
It means you're gonna just go with the flow of how you feel and create a painting.
I can totally do that. I can totally do that.
You can totally
Go
do
with the
that.
flow. Heavy Metal Stand, we're going with the flow. Oh. Now that's blue, but I also see brown and black.
We have a little combination of that on
You're
the
mixing
brush.
it up.
We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna go into a little turquoise.
And you have a studio in Madison?
I do.
Awesome.
Have you ever been there?
I actually have, kids. I actually have. Studio 297.
Studio 297.
Cool. All right, now kids, as Artist Jill is doing this, we're gonna go now meet a real rock star. And his name is Jackhammer. This kid, this rocker is unbelievable. So right now, I'm taking you to meet Jackhammer. Mr. Wilson, thank you for coming. I appreciate your time.
Yes.
Where's Jackhammer?
Getting coffee.
Fantastic. Is there anything Jackhammer needs before I have this big interview with him?
Yes.
What does he need?
A lemonade with 3 ice cubes in it.
A lemonade with 3 ice cubes, okay? Is there anything else for Jackhammer?
A donut with blue sprinkles.
A donut with blue sprinkles.
But wait, take the sprinkles off after they get put on.
Take the sprinkles off after you put them on?
Yes.
Why?
So you just get the flavor.
So rock star. Awesome. Jackhammer. He's the best.
Yeah.
Great. So when's he coming? I can't wait.
I don't have my watch, but...
Oh. All right. Well, hopefully he's going to come soon because I can't wait to meet him. I'm a big fan. I've been a fan all my life.
Yeah.
And I'm a little nervous right now, but I heard he's really cool with the fans.
Yeah, we got this. He's gonna be here very, very soon.
Oh, good. I can't wait. Okay. Awesome. It is an honor and a privilege to meet the one and only Jackhammer. I am so excited and nervous at the same time. And this is the first shirt that I bought from his collection in 2002. The Jackhammer shirt. And you're wearing something kind of similar. I mean, this is blowing my mind right now. Hi, how you doing?
Great.
Awesome.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Now, your manager was here before, and he asked me, or he actually told me, certain things that you want. And I just want to make sure that you're happy so far with everything that we provide so far.
He knows his stuff. He knows what I like.
I have to be honest with you. I'm one of your biggest fans. I have all your songs. I have all your hit records on my wall at home. And I went actually online one time and I bought one that you actually signed and I have it framed. And it's one of my favorite possessions of all time. Men want to be you. Women think you're totally cool and fun. And kids think you're totally awesome. Now, is that a lot of pressure for a rocker like yourself?
Nobody has ever asked that. I am so impressed. And no, it is not pressure.
Oh, well, thanks for saying that, sir. That's great, Mr. Jackhammer. Awesome. Now, I have another question for you, if it's okay.
So,
Okay. What do you do after a big show? Like, what do you do? Because I saw you last month in Rome, right in front of the Coliseum. You were tearing it up, man. It was awesome. What do you do to unwind after a big show like that? What do you do?
sleep in the limousine.
Sleep in the limousine? Is there a certain house that you like? Because I read in a magazine one time that you had a house on the West Coast, and then you had a couple houses on the East Coast.
I like the West Coast better.
Oh, wow. So rock star. So rock star. So, how do you like your new band?
I really like it.
Yeah, because, I mean, the other band that you had, they were good. But this one guitar player you have, you know what I'm talking about, right? Heavy Metal Stan. This guy is good. He has fast fingers. He's super cool. Right, do you like him?
Yep.
Because I heard he's really easy to work with. Heavy Metal Stan.
I just tell him to, hit a note. He hits the note.
He knows the note? Every note?
He knows a riff.
He knows the riffs.
So, I say a song, he'll start playing it. I say a riff, he'll start playing it. I say a chord, he'll start playing it. I say a power chord, he'll start playing it. I say put a capo on the guitar. He'll put the capo on the guitar.
So rock star. Now, Jackhammer, I don't want to embarrass you or anything, but, I have one of your shirts. If I put on my sunglasses and you put on yours real quick, I think we kind of look alike a little bit, like we're a team or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Sweet, dude. Thanks. Well, listen, it was great talking to you. I'll see you out there. I have front row seats for tonight's show.
Nice.
I'm going to be there.
I will shout out to you.
You shout out my name?
Yep.
Could you say to the crowd, Mr. Sock's World of Rock?
Like this, Mr. Sock's World of Rock.
Oh, man, so many people are going to love that.
I'll sign this.
Could you sign that for me?
Sure.
Jackhammer? Yeah, that's it. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, Jackhammer. Thank you. Thank you. You're the best.
Hope I see you soon.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
See you at the concert.
You got it. See you at the concert.
You can go backstage.
Yes, backstage. Kids, welcome back. We have today the great Michael Chasen, and he is here to provide some magic tricks. This kid is seriously good. How did you even get started in this?
Before I even started magic, my grandfather, he took me to a chicken barbecue in Montgomery, New York, and there's a magician there who was walking around showing tricks. He taught me a few, and I got really inspired by him, and I love what he does. And I decided I like what he did, so I go around almost every day and show people a couple of my tricks, and I just like seeing other people amazed, and I like seeing their faces and reactions when they see something that they normally don't see.
Michael, fantastic. So, kids, here's the lesson. Inspiration brings on creativity. He was inspired by somebody, and that got his brain working and his imagination working, and he started doing magic tricks.
Mr. Socks, pick any card in the deck.
Pick any card in the deck. I kind of want this card right here.
Okay.
This is my card?
Show the camera.
This is my card. Oh, yeah. Got it.
Place it on top.
Placing it on top of the deck.
Shuffle up the deck.
Shuffle it up. All right. Whoa. Heavy metal stand. That is some serious, fast hands.
Alright. Card's lost in the deck, right?
Okay?
One more shuffle.
Wow.
And a few cuts.
A few cuts. Fancy. That takes practice.
It really does, Mr. Sock. I'd have to tell you. The amount of times I messed up.
Just gotta keep at it, right, buddy? Just gotta keep at it.
Alright, so what I want you to do is tell me if this is your card, alright? 5 of clubs. Is that your card?
That's my card.
Alright, so
That's the card.
this is actually a creation of, this is my creation of the trick. You take the 5 of clubs, place the 5 of clubs on the table.
Okay?
Put your finger right there, Mr. Socks, really hard so it won't move.
It's not going anywhere.
Take a different card and watch closely. What card was sitting there?
This is the 5 of clubs.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure. My finger is crushing it right now. I'm 100% sure this is the 5 of clubs.
Flip it over.
Flip it over. The 10 of clubs! Are you serious? Are you serious? Dude, high five. Awesome. Let's give it up to the great Michael Chasen, everyone. No change at the toll booth.
His first TV CD sold over 100 copies.
Oh, don't let that
He's the biggest selling CD star in cable music history.
picture of me.
The one and only Turnpike Ted.
I remember the night and the New Jersey wall.
Now the magic of Turnpike Ted is back in this all-new 2-CD collection, Mostly Loved Favorites. You'll love every song in this 2-CD bonanza.
And the cell phone kept on ringing. It was annoying his poor wife. Oh, the turnpike wind is restless wind.
This is Turnpike Ted's best collection ever.
If I only paid half as much as I owe you.
But remember, this all-new Turnpike Ted collection is not sold in any store. Please stay tuned to order.
And I spent it. Somebody's texting me.
Use your credit card and save COD charges by calling toll-free 1-800-555-1212, or to save all additional charges, send check or money order for only $29.99 to Turnpike Ted, P.O. Box 0000, Random, New Jersey. Remember, this collection is not available anywhere.
Hi, I'm Agent Mark.
And I'm Jack Cameron, and you're watching Mr. Sock's World of Rock on Hometown TV.
G is for guitar.
New Jersey! Are you ready? Juliet's here. Heavy Metal Stan is here. Mr. Socks is here. Welcome to my world. It's not just my world, it's your world too. Juliet's playing some chords right now. Keep playing, Juliet. And she's muting it so it's not that loud, but she's going to start getting louder. And when she gets louder, my energy gets even more higher. It doesn't go down low, it goes up high. You keep playing that. I'm going to talk to the heavy metal gods right now, and they're going to start raining down on some solos. You keep doing that. Heavy metal gods, I want to hear some soloing. Oh yeah! Speak to me! Talk it! Alright, everybody watch me. When I lower my hands, the music is gonna stop. Here we go! That was awesome. That was awesome. Juliet, welcome to the show. How are you?
Good.
Alright, now you were playing one chord. What was that power chord you were playing? Power chord A. As you were playing the power chord A, I was talking to the heavy metal gods, and they started doing some soloing. Do you know what a solo is, so the kids who are watching can understand? What's a solo, not just with guitar, with any instrument you can do a solo, okay? But for guitar, what's a solo?
Well, a solo, Mr. Socks, is when there's a song and the lead singer takes a break and the instrument, or well, in this case guitar, that would take over and start, just playing, and that would
Could
be
you
solo.
demonstrate for me right now, Juliet, a solo? When I lower my hands, the music will stop. Watch me. Ready? Awesome. So you were doing like a series of notes in a certain pattern. And then the heavy metal gods, they were playing the backup. Heavy Metal Stan, do you have something to do with all this great music being played right now? Or are you just watching? Oh, he's just watching this time. That's cool. All right, this is great. Now, let me see some more soloing. That was in the key of A.
That was A minor.
That was A minor. Fantastic.
And we can also maybe model a solo in G minor.
G minor solo? When I drop my hands, the music will begin. Whoa! Now, as we're doing this solo, we're going to go back to Artist Jill right now and find out what's going on with her. Because she has made an awesome piece of artwork. So we're doing solos, painting, magic. What else can we do on the World of Rock with Mr. Socks? We can do anything! I'll see you, let's go! Stan, this is awesome or what? We had some great guests on today. We had a magician. We have now Jill the artist is back. She's back from Studio 297. We had Juliet on before. This is great. Now, kids, as you can see, this piece of artwork has taken some serious shape. Now, we talked about this before, Jill, right? This is abstract art?
This is abstract expressionism.
Abstract.
Yes, I'm going with the flow of the music, and it's making the colors come together and movement and surface tension across the canvas.
Now I can see a lot of cool things going on in here. Like I see a flower. So if I see a flower, can somebody else see a flower, or they can see something totally different?
They could see something totally different. They might see a flower as well.
Heavy Metal Stan was telling me before that he sees a waterfall with rocks, and he might even see, he told me, he thinks he sees like a sailing ship.
I do see a sailing ship.
I see that too.
I see
I
the
do see
sailing
it.
ship.
Very cool. This is
And
awesome.
we could always add in a little waterfall.
Oh, now that's creative. That's creative. And we're being inspired, spontaneous, and we're being inspired by music. Hey kids, you're watching Mr. Sock's World of Rock on Hometown TV. Kids, we're doing the G major scale. It's a series of notes. It's like a pattern, okay? So check this out. Here we go. You what? You want to hear it again? Sure, here we go. G major scale. Kids, we are outside and we are ready to rock. And today I brought the doctor. This is Dr. Luthier. Doc, what's going on?
How you doing?
This is an incredible day for me because you are a luthier.
That's right.
What actually is a luthier?
A luthier is a person who builds and repairs stringed instruments. And that could either be instruments that are strummed and plucked or instruments that are bowed. And the term luthier is a French word from the early 1900s that comes from the word lute. And a lute was the first string guitar dating way back 2,800 years ago.
How many?
2,800 years ago
2,800 years ago.
was the first guitar
That is
that
incredible.
we know of.
That is awesome. Now, what do we have here? What's this?
This is a guitar that I built back in 1989. It was when the Ibanez Gem first came out, and I took the drawing out of a Guitar Player magazine and traced it out onto a piece of wood and cut that guitar out and made my first
Wait,
electric.
so you made this yourself?
I did.
This is your own, this is incredible. This is awesome. Just real quick, what is this? This thing right here.
This right here is a vibrato or a tremolo, which causes you to allow the string pitch to go sharp and flat while you're playing.
Now, Doc, I'm not sure if you know this, but my buddy, Heavy Metal Stan, he told me that this is a whammy bar.
That is another term for it. It is a whammy
it's a
bar.
whammy. Okay, cool.
Because people would wham on it. But technically, if you go to the store and say, give me a whammy bar, they're going to ask you a couple more questions.
Okay. Now, is this guitar, is this glued? Like, for example, this is the neck of the guitar, right? How does this get onto the body?
Well, in this particular guitar, it is bolted on.
Okay.
There are 4 screws in the back, and they're drilled right into the neck, and it's screwed on.
That's awesome.
There are other types of guitars where it's glued on.
Yeah.
And then there's other types of guitars where the neck goes right through the center and you glue 2 pieces of wood to the sides and cut out the shape. So you have a neck through, the neck goes through the body.
Wow.
A set neck where the neck is set into the wood and glued, and then a bolt on where you screw the neck on.
That is incredible. The doctor is in the house, kids. The doctor's in the house.
When I started with the guitar, my friends were playing and I wanted to learn how to play, but I didn't have a guitar and I couldn't afford a guitar. And a friend of mine said, hey, there's some in the dumpster at Bradley's.
Bradley's
broken."
was, kids, just to let you know, Bradley's was this store back in the 60s and 70s. We used to go there and hang out, but now it's no longer.
Right.
It's okay.
So I did
How
some
funny.
dumpster diving and I found a guitar that was broken and I fixed it myself. And I caught the bug because I like fixing things, and I was able to fix my guitar that I was able to learn how to play on. I don't have that guitar anymore, but since then I just grew in learning about how to build and repair guitars.
Wow. Now, okay, what's behind this? I mean, this is like actually like, kids, these are called frets, and I guess behind the fretboard is this what is this, a rod?
Yeah, Mr. Socks, that's very important. That's what we call a truss rod.
Ooh,
and the truss rod runs up inside the neck, and it's hidden down in there in order to give strength to the neck, because we have steel strings running on the outside of the wood.
There's got to be some tension there, right?
Oh, it's a lot of tension, Mr. Socks. I mean, it's a lot of tension. It's hundreds of pounds trying to bend the neck this way. And if the wood on the neck is not so good, it will tend to bow a little bit. So in order to correct that, we can put a tool on this end if the truss rod is adjusted from the butt end, or up at the headstock end there's an adjustment. And a doctor, or even you yourself, can get your wrench that comes with every guitar, and you can turn that a little bit, and you can make that bow go up or down as you need to fix that.
Incredible. This is awesome. Now, what actually goes here, Doc? Because I see some holes here on, like, I guess it's like the head of the guitar.
That's correct.
So what goes inside these holes?
All right, Mr. Socks, well, here we have
very cool.
These here, they're actually called tuners or tuning machines. This is called the headstock of the guitar. This is the neck of the guitar. This part right here is the nut of the guitar, where the strings stop, and then they go to the tuners. So when the strings stop here, that's where your actual scale length starts, at the nut all the way down to the bridge. These are your tuning machines or tuners, your headstock, your neck, your body of the guitar, the bridge of the guitar,
and the whammy bar.
And the whammy bar.
Nice. Okay, now you built this guitar in 1989.
1989.
Does this thing work?
I think so.
We have to find out.
We got to find out.
Definitely have to find out. Well, I have an amp right here. Let's check it out.
Well, if we're going to do this, I got to take that off.
All right, put those, yeah, because when you play guitar, you have to have your shades on because you got to look cool, kids. I'm serious. Here we go. Okay. All right. Let me give you some power, some juice. Oh, yeah. There's the whammy bar. Kids, make some noise for the doctor. He's in the house. It's Dr. Luthier. Make some noise. Awesome. You're back. Thank you. Kids, welcome to Mr. Sock's Rockin' Mail Call, where you give us rockin' good questions and we give you great answers. First one up. This email comes from Charlie from Westfield. Dear Mr. Socks, I have a question about music. What is a melody? Well, a melody is a series of notes that move along in time, one after another. Where there is music, there is a melody. Thanks, Chuck. That's a rockin' good question. Our next email comes from Jalissa from Madison, New Jersey. Dear Mr. Socks, my sister and I have a bet going on. I say a band has to have at least 4 members. My sister says a band can have fewer members. Mr. Socks, who's right? Well, Jalissa, I think your sister's right on this one. A band can have few as 2 members, say 1 on drums and 1 on guitar, or a large band can have members on drums, guitars, bass, keyboard, maybe even a saxophone or a trumpet. You name it. Now, I've heard a symphony orchestra in Canada that has over 6,000 musicians in it. 6,000 musicians in one band. That's a rockin' good question, Jalissa. Keep them coming. Kids, this show was awesome. This show was fun. This show was tremendous. It was jam-packed, full of fun. Total fun. Unbelievable fun. It was great. We learned about so many things. Creativity, inspiration. We learned about the G major scale. We met a few characters along the way. Heavy Metal Stan. We also met Juliet. And we also met Jackhammer, Agent Mark, and also Artist Jill. And don't forget about the magician, the great Michael Chasen, and Dr. Luthier was in the house. So we'll catch you next time. But before we go, catch me on all types of social media, Instagram, Twitter, and of course Facebook. I'll see you guys next time. Keep rocking!